Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Tarot CelebriTEA with y'all boy, Ducky. Today, we're going to be reading some cards for Jason Momoa, Eiza Gonzalez, and Lisa Bonet. Yeah, this has been on my to-do list for quite some time, but I tagged it as like, maybe I'll do this video. And I was like, you know what? I should do this video. So here we are. And with that being said, remember to keep in mind that these videos are for entertainment purposes. Why is that? That is because we do not have Jason Momoa, Eiza Gonzalez, nor Lisa Bonet here to confirm nor deny that what I am seeing in the cards or how I'm interpreting the cards is resonating with them or is not resonating with them. That's not to say they're not resonating, but you know, just remember to keep in mind or to take everything I say with a grain of salt, rather. Or 2 or 3 or 87 or 90 52, whatever. Anyway, so we're just gonna see like what Jason Momoa's thoughts are on Eiza Gonzalez. What's their vibe, vice versa, and all that good stuff. So let's start with Jason Momoa's thoughts on Lisa Bonet. What are his current thoughts on Lisa Bonet? The 10 of Cups in reverse, 10 of Summer. Balance in reverse. I believe that's Temperance. King of Pentacles. All right, and let's get some cards representing Lisa Bonet's thoughts on Jason Momoa currently. What are her thoughts on Jason Momoa? What does she think of him currently? The Empress in reverse. The Hanged Man in reverse. Unity, the Hierophant. Okay, I'm gonna look into my handy dandy little reference book. Card 14. I do believe that is Temperance, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it's Temperance. Yeah. All right. Sorry, just some inner cheering. All right. So, Jason Momoa's thoughts on Lisa Bonet with this 10 of Cups showing up here first. I feel like he believes that Lisa Bonet is just a little bit emotionally unhappy currently. There's this imbalance going on in Lisa Bonet's life where Jason Momoa, from an outside perspective, just sees that like she's kind of like a little bit thrown off kilter, I believe is the word, just thrown off balance. You know, she's maybe focusing too much on her emotions and not thinking clearly or not thinking rationally. She's acting more based off of her emotions. Yeah, there's some off balance going on here, but like the good thing is that Jason Momoa does see Lisa Bonet as this King of Pentacles energy, this King of Autumn energy, which is the most methodical king, you know, always has a plan. He knows that Lisa Bonet always like normally has like a great head on her shoulders, always has a plan. This King of Pentacles is like such a great king for like business, has a very business related mindset. Just he sees her as just like a great entrepreneur or like businesswoman, or like she always has a plan. So he feels like right now she's kind of like not in that energy right now. He sees her as kind of being off balanced. She's either relying too much or acting too heavily on her emotions, is what I'm seeing with this 10 of Cups. in reverse, or it could be like, you know, this temperance is like, you know, a little bit or like too much of one way and then not enough another of another. It's like everything's either black or white. Either she's like very emotionally sensitive or like very much in her feels, or she's like a little bit like cold, like she just kind of like shuts them off. um but he knows, or he knows that she has this great head for business, is like a great entrepreneur, or she just always has a great idea, always has thought of like steps ahead of what to do and has a plan. And right now I do see that like Jason Momoa is noticing that Lisa Bonet is just not really in the best headspace, not really being very productive as she normally is. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Now Lisa Bonet's thoughts on Jason Momoa is for sure like, okay, like you're smothering me with all this like attention you're giving me with the Empress in reverse. Like I don't think it's, you know, I definitely don't really, am not really getting any kind of romantic connection, honestly, but I'm getting more the sense of, you know, he does still care for her. The Empress is very nurturing, is very caring, is very giving. But when it comes in reverse, all that caring energy can be a little bit overly protective and a little bit like smothering. So I feel like Lisa Bonet just thinks that Jason Momoa is a little bit like, is kind of like a hawk, like paying attention to her every little move, every little thing that she is doing or she isn't doing. And she's like, can you just like let go? Like, let me live. Is what I'm saying, is what I'm seeing with this like hanged man and the Empress here in reverse. There is a sense that she does see that like he is very caring. He does want to always be there for her, like even as like a guidance counselor or like just like a guiding light. You know, the Hierophant is all about having a great set of core values. She sees that Jason Momoa has a great set of core values, and she sees that he's just trying to be there for her, but she's like, can you just like not can you like just like ease off a little bit, let me go a little bit, let me fly, let me do what I want. If I want to be in my feels, let me be in my feels. If I don't want to be in my feels, or and I want to be like cold, or I just want to feel numb, let me just feel numb. Is definitely what I'm seeing. So it's interesting, she got 3 major arcana cards here. um so yeah, there's like a big, there's like a big transformational, or like there's a big moment in Lisa Bonet's life, because these are her cards representing like what she thinks of Jason Momoa, and she just thinks like she's in a big pivotal moment in her life right now, and he just needs to kind of like step off, like back off a bit and let her do her thing. But she does see that it's coming from like a nice place. Like she does know that he has a great set of core values, and he is just being very attentive to her because he cares about her. So that's what I'm seeing. Let's do some advice for their connection. So I'll just draw like some cards for advice for Jason Momoa in regards to the way he interacts with Lisa Bonet, and vice versa. Some advice for Lisa Bonet in her life, and maybe her interactions with Jason Momoa. All right. Let's get some advice for Jason Momoa in regards to his current situation with Lisa Bonet. 8 of Winter. 8 of Swords. Okay. And the 5 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, definitely rein it in. Like the 8 of Winter, the 8 of Swords is all about restriction. The advice here is definitely restriction. Pegasus of the Rainbow Light. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get some cards representing some advice for Lisa Bonet and her current interactions and current energy in regards to her and Jason Momoa. Justice. Yeah. Unity. Wow, this card's coming up again. Hierophant. Pegasus of the Sun. Interesting. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for advice for Jason Momoa for sure is to definitely rein it in. Just a few minutes ago I did mention that Lisa Bonet does think that he is a little bit restrictive, is a little bit smothering. Like, she knows that he's coming from a good place, but like, back off. Let me live my life, basically. So I'm definitely seeing advice for him is to definitely like restrict himself from kind of always like feeling the need to be like, you sure that's a good idea? Or like, are you okay? I just may want to make sure you're okay. The advice for him is to definitely focus more on like the good that's going on in Lisa Bonet's life and maybe in his interactions with Lisa Bonet. The Five of Cups in reverse talks about there's more good than bad. So definitely like rein it in on his worries or, his fears about maybe what he thinks in regards to Lisa Bonet currently and just focus more on the good things that are going on with her. Keep on being a good friend. This is card number 11. 11 is all about, it can talk about like if you believe in twin flames and stuff like that. I'm not really a big fan of twin flames just because that can really sometimes people believe that like twin flame partnerships are great, but then like they end up being in like with like a narcissistic person and they're like, oh no, that's my twin flame though, and I'm like, no, that sounds like a narcissist. But anyway, that's a topic of conversation for another day. But you know if you believe in twin flames, that's great, but here I'm mainly adding just like the 1+1 2, which is all about partnerships. The advice I'm seeing here is to like definitely rein in his thoughts, or be a little bit more conservative in his thoughts regarding Lisa Bonet. Focus more on the positives that are going great, and just like focus on being a fun, happy, cheerful friend to her, a partner to her. Definitely just like an amicable friend. Something where that's just friendly. There's he's not acting like a parent or anything, or like overly cautious about like everything that she does. That's what I'm seeing. So that's it for that. Advice for Lisa Bonet is to definitely get some balance. Justice is ruled by Libra, which is the scales. That Temperance card came in earlier in reverse in regards to like how Jason Momoa views Lisa Bonet right now. She's a little bit off balanced, a little bit off kilter. So she definitely needs to kind of get herself back in balance again, but also see that like try and also be kinder to Jason Momoa because he is coming from a good place. Um he does care about her and wants the best for her and just wants her to be happy and to do the things that she enjoys doing again. So the advice I'm seeing for her is to definitely get back in touch and in balance with her core values, what it is that she wants to accomplish in this life. What are some short-term goals for her right now? Get back in touch with her short-term goals and long-term goals. Maybe get back in touch with like her spirituality, her meditation, just like her core set of values and belief systems, and ways to live by. And that's definitely all I'm seeing for here. So let's get going on the next part of the reading. So this part Also, whoever requested this that I read the Jason Momoa's cards, they also wanted me to see like Jason Momoa's current energy with Eiza Gonzalez. So that's what this part's gonna be all about. So let's get started on Jason Momoa and Eiza Gonzalez's thoughts on one another and some advice. All right. Oh, wait. There we go. Also, while I'm shuffling, I'd like to take this time to wish and hope that you all have had a great day or are having a great day. And if you're not having a great day, don't let whatever has happened today ruin the rest of your day or get you too down, you know? All right. So let's get started on Jason Momoa's current thoughts on Eiza Gonzalez. What are his current thoughts on Eiza Gonzalez? We got the 9 of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Oh, there's some stagnancy going on. Queen of Wands. Huh. Interesting. That's throwing me for a loop, but we'll get into it. All right, let's get some cards representing Eiza Gonzalez's thoughts on Jason Momoa currently. The 8 of Pentacles in reverse. The Ace of Cups in reverse. And the Chariot in reverse. Oof. They are going through some weird times, situations here, is what I'm seeing for sure. All right. So let's start with Jason Momoa's thoughts on Eiza Gonzalez currently. So, just like previously, there's just some like lack of emotions here that's going on with like some important women in his life. He sees or he's noticing that Eiza Gonzalez also currently right now is like not really emotionally pleasing to be around. There's like this emotional disconnect showing up here as well. Like Jason Momoa feels that maybe Eiza Gonzalez right now isn't the best to be around. Like she's just not in an emotionally great place. And I think there's like some stagnancy involved here. The Knight of Swords here, or the Prince of Winter in this deck in reverse, is all about, you know, kind of holding back, or maybe like repressing thoughts. So I really do feel that like Jason Momoa thinks that Eiza Gonzalez is kind of like losing her momentum. She's not really moving as quickly or doing a lot of things or talking things out a lot with him, and it's either affecting her emotionally in a negative way or maybe it's affecting him emotionally in a negative way. I'm not really too sure what's going on because we don't have them here to really like confirm or what's going on or to clarify it. But I do see here that there's like this kind of like, you know, the Knight of Swords is a very fast moving knight, and talks quickly, moves quickly, but in reverse, like all of that fast movement kind of like goes away or goes in a different direction. Like this Knight of Swords is probably like communicating with other people now, and not giving as much attention to Jason Momoa or something like that, you know? So there's this kind of disconnect here where like things have slowed down and emotionally there's some not so great things going on. But like with the Queen of Wands here, I do feel that like Jason Momoa does think that Eiza Gonzalez is very fiery, passionate, creative, artsy. You know, this is the very artsy, creative queen. She loves anything art related. She's very passionate. She's very fiery. She's very sassy. So he does see these things in Eiza Gonzalez, and he loves these things about her. But I really do feel like maybe he's noticing that she's maybe not communicating to him as much, not talking to him as much about like maybe what's going on in her head or in her heart. And she's kind of like emotionally withdrawn. She seems that she's like emotionally somewhere else. That's the main vibe I'm getting. Now, Eiza Gonzalez's thoughts on Jason Momoa with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is like she feels that he kind of rushes into things a lot. Like he expects her always to be like this Knight of Swords energy, like always moving fast, fast, fast. And like right now that things are like slowing down, or like maybe she's not talking to him as much. He kind of like is like, what's wrong? Like you're not talking to me about, you know, our future together, or like we're not making any plans, we hardly talk right now, is everything okay? And I feel like she believes that Jason Momoa sometimes lacks patience. He sometimes wants like things right now and doesn't care like the quality. He'd rather like just talk a lot, and sometimes some of it not have a lot of depth to it, but he just wants that attention. Like there's that kind of like sometimes he just needs that physical time, or that like time together, even if it like they're not doing anything. And Eiza Gonzalez with the Chariot in reverse here does feel that like maybe Jason Momoa sometimes doesn't have quite a direction. Like he wants to do a lot of things, but he doesn't really have a plan on how to get there, or he doesn't really have a concrete goal of where it is that what he's working towards, maybe in like a relationship or in career or in his future goals. Like sometimes she feels that like he just does things without really thinking about it, without having a plan in mind, and doesn't really focus on the quality. Like he wants to spend time with her, but like they're doing nothing, you know, and she's just like, well, I could have been working on my craft. I could have been singing. I could have been dancing. I could have been writing. I don't know what she does. Um, but like sometimes he just wants to spend time with her. And so that's where this is coming from, where he's just like, well, what do you mean? We would always do everything together. Like everything was going fast, and he misses that. And she's just like, well, yeah, but I got goals. Like, um, and yeah, I do see here there's like a lack of love, or like a lack of passion, emotional passion rather, that she's noticing it in Jason Momoa. It's like he wants to spend time with her, but like the time that they spend together isn't very emotionally connecting them, and it lacks like a purpose, it lacks a goal. It very much reminds me of whenever my closest friends and I were starting to be teens, and they would invite me to hang out with them to play computer games. And I was like, why? I can play computer games with you from my own home. Uh, and that's definitely what I'm seeing. Like her energy is like towards him, is that like he wants to spend time with her. He doesn't care what they're doing as long as they're together. And she's like, why? I could be working on my craft. We don't always got to be together. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. Let's get some advice for both of them to finish off the video. All right, so let's get some cards representing advice for Jason Momoa in regards to his situation right now with Eiza Gonzalez. That's even if like they're still, you know, hanging out, or not, whatever their vibe is. Prince of Summer, or the Knight of Cups. He needs to have something to offer emotionally. Yep, definitely resonates with that Ace of Cups in regards to how she currently feels in regards to him. And we got the Page of Wands in reverse. Twin Flame Pegasus of Omega Centauri. Yeah. And let's get some advice for Eiza Gonzalez. The Emperor. Yeah. Be in control, baby. The King of Winter. Yes, the King of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, she just wants to work on her craft right now. And there ain't nothing wrong with it, you know. White Pegasus of the Sacred Waterfall. Ooh, yeah. Okay, that's a very heavy feeling card. All right, let's start with advice for Jason Momoa. We got the Knight of Cups here, which the Knight of Cups has something to offer emotionally. The advice I'm seeing here for Jason Momoa is to really focus on what it is that he wants to offer to people, what it is that he can bring to the table, especially in an emotional sense. Bring that romantic, that flirtatious energy, not just like want to like spend time and not do anything. Like if he wants to spend time with her, like give her a massage, offer her like, to like pour her a glass of wine and feed her grapes. I don't know why I thought of that, but yeah. So that's what I'm seeing. Like, I really feel like sometimes, like when he wants to hang out or do things, like it can come across as a little bit immature, a little bit too juvenile and young, and there's a lack of emotional depth. And so if he really wants to be a good partner, he needs to like kind of bring more to the table emotionally, offer more, offer again that massage, offer pouring a glass of wine, feeding some strawberries to them, maybe massaging their feet while you pour them a bubble bath, or prepare a bubble bath. I don't know, just throwing ideas out there. And the advice I'm seeing here for Eiza Gonzalez is to really be in control of her energy right now. She's in a very good place, it seems, where she knows what she wants to accomplish. She's very creatively inspired. She has a lot of great thoughts going, especially creatively with that Queen of Wands that showed up a few minutes ago. And she's in a great headspace right now. So really use this great headspace to write, to communicate, to express verbally, like what she wants, what she doesn't want, what she, yeah, exactly, like what she wants, what like turns her off, what turns her on, what she wants to do right now. And to really focus on keeping this like pattern. Eight is all about cycles right now. And right now Eiza Gonzalez is in a great cycle and in a great place where she can just be like creatively writing, doing talking about projects, talking about ideas, new ideas that she has going on. She's in a very big creative space right now, and she definitely needs to take advantage of it. And Jason Momoa just needs to like just kind of sit back if he wants to spend time with Eiza Gonzalez, like while she works, then like give her a massage, send her some like cookies, send her a meal if he knows she hasn't eaten all day because she's so busy being creatively inspired and working, just being more thoughtful and not just wanting to spend time just to like spend time and do nothing. Anyway, that's it. That's it for this video. Let me know what you thought of this reading. If you're fans of Jason Momoa or Eiza Gonzalez or Lisa Bonet, let me know what you thought. Feel free to give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, or a thumbs down if you didn't like the video. That is totally okay too. Just be kind to me if you have any constructive criticism. Yeah, that's all I ask. Yeah, remember to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and sexually. Love and respect yourselves and others. And as always, stay hydrated. I hope to see y'all in the next video. Thanks. See ya. Bye.